talked about how it is for families that are kind of upside down, where their priorities aren't straight. But what about when we do have our priorities straight? What are some of the blessings that come to mind to you? I would like to say like one blessing, I think. One blessing right away, and then turn it over to you. One of the things that I know is, like when I was reading about this family that was made a choice and a decision to live aboard a sailboat and sail around the world. And you know how small, even a large sailboat, I mean, well, this wasn't like a 100-foot yacht. I mean, obviously that would be very roomy, but this is more like a 40-foot yacht. And it's pretty confined, I mean, when you have children too, you know. So one of the things that the lady said, and she was being interviewed on this blog, and what she responded was interesting. She was asked about, how do you do that? I mean, how are you 24/7 in such an enclosed space like that? I mean, don't you ever like get on each other's bad side and stuff? And her answer was, well, that's exactly why it works, because we are together in a confined space, that causes us to have to talk it out. See, that's what she said. She said, we have to talk it out, and therefore we settle it. We settle things quickly. And you know, that's scriptural. Settle what
Don't go to bed angry.
Don't go to bed angry is one, but the other one also is
Settle a quarrel
settle a quarrel. But there was another one, to settle with your adversary quickly. And I'm not using that word. I'm not saying it's adversarial, but it sure feels that way when you're somebody's bad side. But yeah, completely scriptural. Parallel was that for those of us, one of the benefits of being home-based and being together is that when we do have disagreements or maybe step on each other's toes, we know that the sensible thing to do is to settle it and make peace, because you're going to be in the house with that person, tomorrow and tonight.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. That's right. And resentment's really, really bad. Causes a lot of problems in marriage, and I know that sometimes a lot of people, they hold stuff in and they don't get it out, and you really should. I was going to say that I've had the blessing of being able to stay home, and I've really enjoyed being with my children, my sons, while they grew up and everything. It's just the neatest thing to be able to have and see every single moment of the stages of their growth.
It's something that stays with you even afterwards. It's something that you experienced, and it might even build a kind of more of a bond, do you think?
Mm-hmm. It sure does. I think that it does. I think that parents are a lot closer to their children, and children with the parents, especially the mother, when she's home. And the other blessing is I don't live a very stressful life. I don't have to get up and deal with other people, except for my family.
You don't have a boss breathing down your neck, or
like that.
deadlines to meet, other than.
I think that's a really big blessing, and I'm always telling people and how blessed I am not to have to go out and work.
Yeah.
I would never have it any
job
other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to go out and work at a job. That's
Yeah,
right.
or you're surrounded by
It's not
people.
like I don't do anything in the home.
Surrounded
believe
by
me.
people you normally wouldn't associate with, perhaps, and maybe even have associates or even bosses. Just the idea of having a boss is
I think
another subject.
it's very important if husbands and wives can work together and figure out a way, especially if you have small children that are still at home and everything, to find and figure out a way with God's blessings, pray about it, seek guidance for her to stay home and find ways that she can be industrious at home.